Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to bring you guys a fun festival look since we are now into festival season. I really, of course the first thing I thought of was fun, colorful rainbow looks, but I really didn't want to do anything too colorful for this video just because I've done a lot of back-to-back very colorful looks. So I decided to go the more warm route and just amp up the festival vibe with glitter accents, which is something that you can always do if you're kind of like in a pinch to go somewhere to like a fun festival that you got maybe tickets to last minute. Throw some glitter on. That is always the easiest way to amp up a look and make it fun and festival ready. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so I've already got the basics on: foundation, bronzer, and brows. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, starting off with the shade Chaser on a fluffy brush just throughout the crease. Next I'm dipping into Sauced, and this will just start to warm up the crease. I'm making sure to get this a little bit up on the brow bone and flaring it out on the end. Now switching to a bit more of a tapered brush, I'm going into the shade Cayenne, and I'm using this to start warming up that crease area even more. And then now with a very small detailed blending brush, I'm using He Devil, and I'm really focusing this as close to the crease as possible without going in the actual crease because I know I'm going to be cutting the crease and that won't show. And then I'm using that brush from earlier with no extra product on it just to kind of make sure all the colors are blended together. Now to cut the crease, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape. You'll see I'm just kind of putting the product on my eye and opening my eyelid. This shows me exactly where I need to put the cut crease so that everything will show when my eyes are open. Also making sure to cut out the little tail area, and then I'm just using my finger to kind of pat that concealer in so that it's all blended. For the lid, I'm going to use two ColourPop Super Shock shadows. The first color is Crimper. Since the concealer is still kind of tacky, I'm just kind of patting the color on it first and then doing like 2 layers because this is kind of a sheer goldish color. And then I'm also patting a little bit of that on the high points of my cheeks, kind of like highlighter. Then for the second color, I'm using Posy, which was from the My Little Pony collection. This one has kind of a gold, but also a little bit of a silver glitter to it. So at this point, I'm able to kind of rub the color across the lid and it really makes it stand out. And then of course, adding some to the highlight point as well. Now to amp up the look, I'm using one of the NYX glitter eyeliners. This is the shade Crystal Gold, and I'm just using this to trace out that cut crease area just to kind of add a little fun impact. And I'm also adding some of this glitter onto the inner corner of the eye. While that's drying, we're going to jump to the lower lash line. I'm going to use the shade He Devil on a flat angled brush, and I'm just going to run this right along the lash line. Then with a pencil brush, I'm going into the shade Sauced, and I'm going to run this all underneath that, kind of making it really smoky, bringing it down a good bit. Then of course, add a nice wing. I'm using my Stila Stay All Day liner, and I'm trying to make sure the wing matches up with the curve of the cut crease. And I decided to go ahead and bring the liner down in the front, kind of in a point, so that it gave this nice elongated effect, and then I'm bringing it back to the lower lash line. Now I'm just adding some black into the waterline with this pencil from Vintage Cosmetics, and then I'm going to follow it up with some mascara and really fun lashes, which I forgot to get on camera, so we're just going to skip ahead to the part where I've already got both eyes done. Alright, now to finish off the face, I'm using this Becca highlighter. This is the shade Prosecco Pop, and I'm just going to add this to the cheeks, also a good bit on the nose, and of course on the lip area as well. And for blush, I'm using Papa Don't Peach from Too Faced. For lips, I'm using this Beauty Bakery Lip Whip in the shade Ginger Snap. This is a gorgeous color. And then while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the fun accents with the gold glitter liner. This is that same NYX liner from earlier. I'm just going to add 3 lines underneath the eye. The center line will be the longest, and then the 2 on the outside are going to be short little lines. Now I'm taking the Storybook Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Adventure. This is their gold limited edition shade, and I'm using the bottom of a brush just so I can basically make a round stamp. And I realized I probably should bring you guys closer, so here you go. So I'm just basically adding dots to the bottom of each of those lines, and I'm going to cover it with glitter afterwards. And I'm sorry, I'm going out of frame. And while I have that liquid lipstick out, I'm going to use a flat angled brush and get some of that product on it, and I'm just going to do a nice kind of thick line down the center of my lower lip. And now going back in with that glitter liner, I'm going over the top of those dots, I'm also kind of going a little bit outside of the dot I made so that it's kind of like a dispersed glitter effect. Kind of like mini firework glitter teardrops on my face. And while I had that liner out, I decided to also add a really thin line of glitter down the center of my lip on top of that gold, but of course that's out of frame, so that's what I did. And then I decided to just completely keep going with the glitter, and I'm just adding little tiny dots above my eyebrows. I kind of went glitter crazy. And I'm just gonna fix my hair and I'll be right back. I thought it would be fun to add a little bit more glitter to this look. I don't know if it needed any more, but I'm just adding some glitter into the part of my hairline. If you had kind of like one of those hair sprays, it would probably work better, but this worked just fine. Alright, so here's the finished look. I went ahead and threw my hair up into two little space buns. I was originally going to put a wig on, and then I just didn't like the way some of the wigs were looking with the makeup look, so I figured this would be a fun festival hairstyle to rock, and added a little glitter to the part just, you know, to really amp up the festival vibes. But yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see another festival look, maybe something a bit more colorful, then just leave me a comment below and I'll definitely try to do one for you guys sometime soon. Other than that, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.